So every year, the Division of Occupational Therapy in the Department of Rehab Medicine, we reach out to the community and they come back to us with problems in the world of occupational therapy that they're trying to solve both for their clients and the fellow clinicians with whom they work. So for us this year, we have a strong collaborative relationship with the VA Puget Sound, specifically the spinal cord injury unit, and the occupational therapists there came to us with a problem around therapist knowledge and ability to learn and keep up with technology around alternative and assistive communication devices.
So the problem was there was no good centralized location on information for assistive and augmentative communication devices anywhere that you could search for on the internet or otherwise. And we were trying to create a tool which could be widely shared to clinicians and patients across the United States so they could have access to information.
So we were first tasked with the assignment to have a assistive technology lending library. And as the weeks passed and as we met with our experts and we were talking about them more, our goal is going to change to be what it is today through Access for All. So at first, the occupational therapists at the Puget Sound VA had a paper-based tool, and this was basically just a documentation of all the assistive technologies that they use to find assistive technology for their clients, but they wanted a more faster and more efficient way of finding this assistive technology. We were given the task to turn this paper-based tool to a web-based tool. So Access for All is what ended up being our solution to that.
Probably the biggest one was the time, because 10 weeks is not a long time to make a whole website, but I think all the groups have struggled with the time constraints as well. Another one was that I think we kind of felt a higher responsibility because people were going to start using this website like pretty soon after we finished it, and like including the students we're working with in the Seattle VA. So it was hard as people. It was a challenge as people had never made a professional website before. Another challenge was that none of us had a lot of experience in web development prior to the project, so we all had to learn a lot, especially because we had people in the real world relying on us finishing this product and making it well done. So that was definitely another constraint.
So the first step we took really was to interview and talk with our needs experts to get a better understanding of what they wanted out of this website, what their needs, wants, and motivations were. We understood that there were two use cases overall. That would be the clinician who is advising patients, and maybe a patient or a non-professional themselves who is looking for assistive technology but doesn't have the expertise to necessarily parse previous iterations of this website. And afterwards we came together and focused on addressing problems that we both faced and iterating on those to improve design.
This has been really a new and exciting opportunity for the Division of Occupational Therapy in the Department of Rehab Medicine to be able to collaborate with students from both human-centered design as well as computer science. I think based on sort of the unique perspectives that we all bring to the project, along with really the shared and common goals, has provided a great opportunity to create something that will be of value both to clinicians out there as well as their end users, the clients that we serve.
Yeah, I had a great experience. We collaborated about once a week, and we exchanged emails a great deal, and they were able to meet a lot of the needs that we had, and we had a lot of kind of confusing and interesting specific needs for the project, and you guys did a great job handling those complex needs. So.
This project was a really good experience for me because, especially in HCD, you don't really have the chance to implement something. Usually it's just like a high-fidelity prototype you end up making at the end, but seeing it implemented and working with real stakeholders and working with the needs experts to really figure out what it's like working with people who aren't designers or who aren't programmers. I think that collaboration aspect was really useful and a really good experience.
So this project was really rewarding because I've never built a website before, so it was really cool to deal with all the technical challenges of that and be able to see a real website that I helped build actually be used by real people. It's really cool.
So what I think I got out of the project was working with people who weren't just designers, but people who could actually implement the ideas that we came up with, which was really rewarding to actually get that experience, and I think it was very helpful for moving forward in any future career path.
This project was a really great experience because so far in my education here I haven't gotten a chance to do a lot of things that were more applied, and so it was really cool to work with people, more in the real world than usual, and see a product that people are actually going to use.